Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the URL Sunday Championship. We're here for the last time this season with the Pro-Am 1 drivers. It's been a fantastic season. I feel very honoured and privileged to be able to do the comms for these guys. They're all top blokes, and the racing has been fantastic. Down to this last race, it's quite tight, obviously, between the top two, between Dan and Gower. Very close. Paul was in the running. I think mathematically he could have still possibly won, depending on what's happened. But I think the two in front of him, any points they score, they'll put themselves first and second. But for this race, Dan has put himself on pole position, which is good going for him. He's had a good couple of wins the last couple of races, so he'll be looking to take maximum points as best he can. And we'll go from there. He's starting on the mediums. Gower there in second. He is the man that can lose it all, really, depending on how it goes this race. They've both got all to play for. Paulie there in third. Fantastic season for Paul. Doing really well. Brian, the mechanic. Come on, Brian. I'll just check Paulie. Yeah, come on, Brian. You've got this, mate. He's qualified the last couple of races in third and fourth. Has a moment early on, and he just spends the rest of the race trying to catch up. So, come on, my money's on Brian. Come on, Brian. Nando there in fifth. Very good qualifying for him. He's on the hard tyres. Side's also on the hard tyres, starting in sixth. Rossi there in seventh on the hard tyres. That's life. He's missed a couple of races this season, so he's middle pack, but I'm sure he'll progress next season. He's a fantastic racer. He's got the pace. Just needs to again keep it on the tarmac. But he's starting eighth on the soft tyres. Hoggy there in ninth on the mediums. Brownie in 10th on the hards. And Kenny D, who's unlike seeing him at the back of the track, the back of the pack, the last couple of races. But I don't know what happened in qualifying. But he's also starting on the hard tyres. So we'll see what happens. I've got That's Life. I think Brian and Mechanic, the two soft starters. So let's get it underway here at Le Mans. No, I will go back to the normal camera. I was going to do something fancy, but I don't think it'll work, so I'll just carry on. So yeah, and we're off. So Dan's taking it 12 laps of this track. So it looks like they're starting. I think it might be morning time. It's hard to tell. So these front three all on the medium straight away. Up through the first chicane. This track's basically a load of long straights, a couple of chicanes here and there dotted around, and then a couple more long straights. It's some people again love this track. Some people are not that fussed. Me, I don't mind it either way. Let's go down. Let's go. Lando still fifth. Side dropped off the back slightly. Brossi, That's Life in eighth now. He's on them soft tyres as we see on the grid parade. So he's going to go down. As you see, also Gower's going for got a better exit than Dan out of that chicane. He's gone to the outside. We'll see. It's going to be interesting on fuel saving. Obviously, slipstream, you see now Paulie's going onto the outside. It's going to be three wide by the inside on them soft tyres. Can he keep it round? He's done very well. Paulie's just lost out. Brian's just slightly got shuffled over. But that's all the same, standing as they are. But again, Paulie in the slip, got a better run on Dan. As you see now, and you also see Nando also got the slipstream on Brian the Mechanic. That's Life up into 7th position. He's got past Rossi. He'll be wanting to catch this pack as quick as he can on them soft tyres. Brian the Mechanic pulls out the slip, not quite close enough to make a challenge. But they don't want to mess about too much and leave Gower to pull away. We've seen him do it every single race so far. Just get away from everyone. I think it might be a little bit more difficult this time. It depends what battling happens, because the slipstreams, although it's on weak. Oh, who's going back there? Oh, I think it's Sai. Si pushing Kenny D with a penalty at the back. Rossi's now on the attack on Si. That's Life is also on the attack onto Nando. Paulie getting a little bit wiggly coming out of that corner there. Brian the Mechanic now up into third position. She is, yeah. It's straight. Not quite as long as the others. Still a good amount. You do start to catch just towards the end of these two corners. Again, this is a real life track, but I haven't learnt the names, so I'm not too sure what they're called. As I said, most of them just a long straight, but then a chicane. Both Paulie and Brian the Mechanic kicking up some sand, some kitty litter on the outside. Let's go back down. So Nando still in fifth. That's Life in sixth. Rossi there in seventh. Si close behind, followed by Hoggy Brownie at the back. Kenny D's just going to come up and serve his penalty now on them hard tyres. We will keep an eye on the fuel as well. I think the best strategy is probably 4-4-4 on all tyres. So 4 soft, 4 medium, 4 hard. But I think you do have to play about a bit with the fuel saving. Slipstream obviously helps if you're in fuel. To help you save fuel, you can change earlier as they're coming around to the end of lap 1. Really long lap times these are. You're looking at 4-minute lap. That's Life pulls to the inside. Little look at Nando, not quite close enough. These are very tricky chicanes towards the end here. There's a little bump just on the exit of that last corner as well. That tends to send people flying. Let's go back up round here. So Gower back in front of Paulie onto lap 2. Dan's just dropped off the back of these a little bit. I think he might have had an issue at the chicane. He's just dropped back there into 4th position. Brian the Mechanic on them soft tyres. Through these little windy bits, he's going to have a lot more grip than the medium runners. So it'll be like the middle sector is where Brian the Mechanic's going to gain. Paulie back round the outside of Gower. Really good move there from Paulie. Fantastic move. So Gower not managing to pull away, get away from the pack this time. As I said, the slipstream's so big. As you see the slipstream there, so Brian got slipstream with Paulie, now he's up onto the back, he's in, use the slip to get past Gower. Paulie's gone, oh, big power slide from Paulie. Oh, I'm glad he ghosted there, he nearly took out Dan as he come past, ghosted again just as Nando come through as well. So I think Paulie was a little bit maybe unsighted with Brian the Mechanic up into 1st position. Down with a half-second penalty now as well. So we've gone. That's Life up into 4th. That's really good going from him. Paulie's obviously dropped down again. There's a big battle going on here as well. We've got Rossi, Si, Paulie in the mix now. Yellow flags, yellow flag. No, Brian the Mechanic. What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, another curb. Lambo hates the curb. Bobbled over the curb and just sent him sideways. Oh, Brian. Come on, mate. He's getting his worst track ever now. He's gone from, 1st position down to 8th. Trying to filter in back into the racing line with all the other guys. Pulls out straight away. So Brian the Mechanic and Paulie are back together again. Don't let it matter too much. You've got Rossi and Si in front. Big braking area now. Down to the right hand corner. Everyone shuffles over. Well done. Great racing from everyone. So let's put Dan back into 2nd. That's Life in 3rd. Let's watch Paulie and Brian go at it again. Albeit this time now for their into 1st, 7th and 8th. Rather than for 1st and 2nd. Si's trying to make a move on Rossi now with a slipstream. there is no bump drafting. I think, I don't know if many of you understand what I mean by that. So bump drafting is where obviously you stay in the slip behind someone, just keep nudging their bumper. So they move off in front of you and then you slip again, you bump again. That's called bump drafting. So you're not allowed to do that in URL. So that's why you'll see so many people either kind of just let off and back up a little bit, or they'll obviously use the slipstream and go for the overtake. And that tends to be what keeps everyone. That's life now into second position. He's got past Dan. Gower has cleared off up the roads. These guys don't want to keep battling too much. You know, coming to the towards the end of lap 2. So they don't want to battle too much. He's on the mediums as well. But that's life. Done a really good job. He's up to second position where he started, but right fairly towards the back, didn't he? I think it was like 8th or 9th. Started on the softs, so he's definitely going for it. And we see Gower in the same view through first chicane, through the last chicane. There's Gower. Can't quite see him. Fastest lap for that's life. So you can just see Gower there. Dan in 3rd, Nando in 4th, Rossi 5th, Sai 6th, Brownie, Paulie, By the Mechanic 7th, 8th, 9th. Hoggy there coming out in 10th. Kenny D in 11th. These two boys are on the hards though. Oh no, sorry. Kenny's on the hards. Hoggy's on the mediums. Paulie and By the Mechanic both with a half-second penalty. I think Paulie's doing really well though. He's just started that and he's still got half a tank. A little bit better than Brownie and those run. No, By the Mechanic. Just seen him go off at the back. He's got stuck on the fence as well. So has he gone over the little bobble? Yeah, another curb. Oh, it just absolutely hammered him into the fence. Absolutely destroyed him. That again is a really, really difficult corner to get right, and this Lambo just doesn't like change of direction or undulation or curbs, to be honest, or anything that remotely resembles a bump in the road. That this Lambo doesn't like it. So, oh my man, sorry, boy. I was high hopes for you again today, mate. But unfortunately, Breyer's back to 11th. Lost the slipstream of all these boys. This is the main pack we've got going on, haven't we? So we'll see where we're at. So yeah, Rossi's now up into 4th. A lot of changing going on. It's hard to keep track. Rossi was battling with Sai, wasn't he? But Rossi's there. And I believe, yes, Gower with half-second penalty. Don't want too many of them. That's life chasing him down. So Rossi is the first of the hard runners also. So they'll be fairly nice and warm now, but you can get on with it. Nando there, second hard runner. So these two are doing really, really good jobs. Really good job, sorry. In 4th and 5th. On them hard tyres. Paulie with another half-second penalty. Sai's also on the hards. The 3 hard runners. I think Kenny D's the other hard runner. So the 3 hard runners coming up to the back. Brownie just at the back of this group. Big tail whip coming out that corner. Watch this slips are pulled out the slipstream. He's going to have it on Sai, I think. He may even get Nando here as well. Paulie. He's got past Sai. He's going to keep the momentum into this next section. It's faintly to the inside. It's really quick section. Yeah, Paulie's done it. Paulie's through. Hard on the brakes there for Paulie. He needed that. This little half second now is going to drop him just back behind these two, possibly, but he'll be still well within the slipstream, which is what he needed. So yeah, Paulie served his penalty. There goes Nando. I think Sai possibly might do it. No, Si, I don't think had a good exit there then, because he was very close to Nando, but yeah, not quite close enough. So Paulie slips back into sixth position. He'll be giving the slip back to Si and also using the slip from Nando. This little battle's letting Rossi clear off up the road though. Setting purples as well, Rossi. Go on, my boy. On them hard tyres and purples, which is a real good going. See there, just Dan and that's life. Dan's recouped, got himself going, catching back up onto to that's life. I think he's gonna have enough fuel. He's got a quarter of a tank left, just doing lap 3, yeah. So he must have enough fuel. Gower's doing okay there. So soft tyres, you see that rear left is starting to get a little bit worse for wear now, but not too bad. Dan in third, Rossi fourth, Paulie back up into fifth. He'll be on their medium tyres. He was going to big switch again. This first sector is quite difficult, although it seems fairly easy corners. The change of direction, and this is the corner there. There's a little bump, then the curb, then you come up over another little hill sort of bump, which is really difficult. Oh, is that another half-second penalty? Penalty lines on this, penalty lines on this track are appalling, to be honest. Some of them it's the curbs, some of them it's the white lines. Paulie, half second. So albeit he's there in front of Rossi. Let's quickly go back towards the front. So Gower still setting them very good times there, 4:05.5 on the mediums. About the same time as what That's Life is doing on the softs. As you can see, that back left is definitely being worn out. Paulie, quickest man so far, 4:04.9, so that was a super quick time there from Paulie. Just needs to stop with these little half-second penalties. But as I said, it's a difficult track to know where they are sometimes. You see Nando and Si side by side. I think that Si's finally got the grips and he's overtaken him. You also see in the background there, Hoggy and Brownie. Both coming into the pinching point of the corner, heavy braking now down to the right-hand corner. Hoggy, Brownie gave Hoggy plenty of room. Still side by side, these two boys as they come out of the corner as well. Kenny D there in 10th position. Double slip if he can keep right where these two are on them hard tyres. Wonder what Kenny D's... No, his fuel's okay. Maybe it's just the track he's not used to. Come on, Brian. Them soft tyres have been absolutely mullered. We see Hoggy and Brownie still side by side. Another quick corner. Brownie just takes the advantage, but he has got the half-second penalty. Yeah, half-second penalty there. So Hoggy pulls out of the slip. Brownie pulls back into the slip, but he's got Kenny D right behind him now. Kenny D still had the better momentum after Brownie's penalty. And problem is, Hoggy still had a slip, but no, not quite enough. So that's giving Kenny D 9th position. Just watch these a little bit more before I go back to the front pack. I suspect most of them will pit this lap. So yeah, let's go in. So you've got, oh no, Dan stayed out. The Gower's in, That's Life in, Paulie in, Rossi in, Si in, Nando's in, Hoggy's in, Kenny D's in, Brownie's in. guessing Brian the mechanic will also be in. So Dan, is this a masterclass from Dan, who's managed to save the extra lap? So he's going to be on a complete alternative strat to everybody else. He is on the medium tyres, so they can handle the extra lap. So it means he's going to do one less lap on the hards, maybe. Very interesting, very interesting. Dan's gone completely opposite. You can see why he was maybe just backing off a couple of times into the challenges, just conserving his fuel. So Gower, that's out on the hard tyres. That's Life is on the mediums. Paulie out on the hards. Rossi out on the hards. Nando on the mediums, closely followed by Sai on the mediums. Hoggy out on the softs. Kenny D on the mediums. Brownie on the hards. So good, again, a very good mixture. Everyone kind of going with different strategies, really, different tyre strategies of where they want to use their tyres. But there's a big group there, aren't they? They're all, all fairly close. So we'll see what the lap time. So Gower's gone on the hard, so this is going to be a slow lap compared to Dan's. Albeit, as long as Dan doesn't have a problem, his worn mediums, albeit fuel saving, should be second and a bit quicker than this Gower's out lap. That's Life. Also not a million miles away. He's closely followed by Paulie. It takes a lap for these hards to warm up. Paulie, there was another penalty, I think. Well, unless it was the lag. No, another penalty over the white line. Rossi there in fifth. Now onto his mediums. He got rid of his hard tyres early. You got Nando, Sai, both on the mediums also. Hoggy's gone for his soft tyres. Kenny D on the mediums. The interest is now, Kenny D needs to maybe stick with Hoggy. If Hoggy's got the softs and he can keep up with him through these tight shifty bits, it's a little bit kink, but nothing too major. It is going to give Brownie a better exit, but he has got half a second penalty again now. He's going to have to slipstream. He'll want to get past him because he needs to gap him really by the half a second. Oh, he's sent it wide, giving the position back to Kenny D. So Paulie there, yeah, with his half second, but he hasn't served it yet. Rossi's managed to get past. I said Paulie on the hards. They're gonna take a minute to warm up. Rossi straight onto his mediums after getting rid of the hard tyres early on. Not a million miles away from that's Life. Okay, I think you can still see Gower as well, but we'll be interesting to see where Dan comes out of the pits now. Really, it would be, if he can get in the mix with Gower, it would maybe make it interesting. You see Paulie now dropping down fifth, sixth position. Sai's also got a good run on him. So here comes Dan into the pits. Let's see, shall we? Let's watch Gower. Let's go with that view. You can see a great deal anyway, but we'll see if he comes out in front of him or not. Is he under fuel or what? No, he can't have. Dan hasn't even started fueling yet. I was going to say, what's going on with his pit crew? He's not even fueling yet. No, he's not as close as I thought he would be. The Gower's off up the road. Here comes That's Life in second. Here comes Dan out on hard tyres. nowhere near as close as I thought. I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot closer than that. That's Life will want to get straight up the inside of Dan. There he is. No, Dan manages to keep in front of him on them hard tyres. That's important for Dan, but it was also important for That's Life to keep the momentum with the warm tyres he has. He should have him through this slipstream. If you see them cold hards, just did not want to grip into that corner then. No, That's Life. Easy, easy. Easy. Oh, here comes Rossi. He's going to take a chunk out of That's Life now. He's fine behind him. Oh, That's Life. He had a good opportunity then. Great opportunity. Just got too much over that little hill. It just sent him up into the grass. Done really well to rescue it, that's for sure. Dan, them cold tyres, them cold hards, I told you, they do not like it. He's only done 3 turns so far. Got half a second penalty for his troubles as well. It's now given That's Life the opportunity. Just pull across. Yeah, keep going, Rossi. Go on, mate. Up the inside, Dan. You can't move over there, mate. There's a car in the way. That's Life is kind of just sticking to his line now, covering himself on the inside. Dan's there. Oh, it's close. Still there. Rossi's still on the outside of him. Oh, so not quite close enough. But that little exchange has given That's Life the opportunity now to get into second position, down with half a second penalty. Rossi also on his way. They're bunching up again. Different tyre compounds. Nando's side just behind. Again, a couple of any little battles going on. You know, Dan's got to be careful now because the boys behind are very close. You know, these two, you've got Rossi. He might, depending on what happens, he could drop down behind either Nando or Sai, as long as these two don't get into it too much. Sai just pulling out of the slipstream. Like I said, you can't bump draft, so you've got to pull out the slipstream. Down into heavy braking. Oh, That's Life's gone wide. Let's give him Rossi the opportunity into second position. Come on, don't battle. That's it. That's Life sticking with the inside. Rossi, nearly tagged him. Not quite. Great racing from these boys. That was millimetres away. But yeah, Rossi managed to stay there. He's battling with That's Life. Nando, Sai, Dan now back into sixth position. As I said, that little half second is costing him, four places there. And he's got to be careful because Paulie's come behind him now. Also, his hard tyres are a lot warmer than Dan's. So now we see the stream. Chung, 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 chung. All the boys go there. Great sounding car. Pain in the arse to drive, but it does sound good. So That's Life back into second position, being harassed still by Rossi, both on the medium tyres. Sai medium tyre, Nando medium tyre. Dan behind on the hards along with Paulie. Hoggy, I believe, is on softs, so he's going to be making an inroad into this group now. I don't know I need to watch all of them really. So That's Life, Rossi, Sai, Nando, Dan. Another half second penalty for Dan. It's not going to help him. He's got Paulie and Hoggy on their way to catch this little group as we watch the battle now with Nando and Dan. Dan trying to go around the outside. Nando giving lots of nice space. Well done, Nando. Good racing. Might compromise them though because Paulie's on the back of him now. Nando with half a second penalty also. So these two here in the middle of this big pack with penalty. Nando was doing really well. That little sort of The little attempt to overtake, should I say, from Dan obviously slowed them up just fraction, so that you've got Rossi, That's Life in front have pulled away, and then it's also let Paulie and Hoggy catch up behind. As you see there, Rossi going again for a move. He's got the slip. He's got to the outside of the corner, which does turn to be the inside. Easy, lads, easy. Great race in between them two. There just waiting to pick up any scraps, which he has done. That's Life had to take it narrow on the exit. Had a better run through, so he's done one. He's on his way past Dan now up into fifth position, sorry. But he does have half a second penalty along with Nando. You just see these three again. Rossi, That's Life, Dan, Nando, Paulie, Hoggy, all bunching up. So Rossi's still battling and holding off. Come on, Rossi. Come on, my man. He's a fantastic bloke, Rossi is. We've raced with him for many, many years. He was actually the lobby host of the first ever kind of online league that I ever raced in. So yeah, massive fan of Rossi. He's a top man. But yeah, doing a stellar job there, battling with these boys, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or what we all the way up to 8th now. Nando again going really wide. That's going to upset them between the two. Nando with 1 second penalty now, Hoggy with half a second. Paulie in the mix. So Rossi's making his way off. So if he can just give himself a little bit of a breather and let these two just sort of go at each other. I'm really sorry, Gower. I know you're up the front, mate. You've gone. You have, mate. This is where the excitement is. As That's Life again takes it down now up the inside of Sai. Sai went slightly wide down. Full opportunist move. Stuck it up the inside, much better braking. Again, he needed that with his penalties. Dan, Side, Nando, Hoggy, Paulie getting together. Not too bad. That was okay. I think it was Paulie maybe a little bit loose on the exit. But they've gone, so Hoggy's now passed. Nando's dropped right down. And here's some more people to come and join the party. Kenny D's on his way, along with Brownie. They can see this nice big chunk group in front of them. So we'll get back to it. So now we've switched. So we'll go through Gower on the hard tyres, doing his Vettel thing, cementing himself. Possibly don't want to jinx anything. Touch wood. Possibly cementing himself as the Pro-Am 1 champion. Obviously, they all deserve to be it, but Gower has been maybe just a little, half a step quicker than to the others around him. We've seen him do it many times. He just does this, just gets out in front, head down, and off he goes. Little hiccup maybe last time. What was I can't remember what it was now. It weren't Daytona. I can't remember what the track was, where he hit the bus stop chicane. He was clear away, and that gave Dan the opportunity to come back. But yeah, this is where we're at. Rossi in second. He's done his hard run and his mediums, to be fair to him now. This is going to be probably his last lap on his mediums. He'll be switching to the faster tyre. That's Life is on the mediums. He's going to be switching to the slower tyre. Sai is also going to be switching to softs. Dan's going to be switching to... What did he start on? He started on medium, so he'll be switching to his softs. Although he's running an alternative kind of strategy, really. I don't know if he's going to pit this lap. He could pit this lap, switch to softs, and he's got half a fuel tank. He's got a hell of a lot more fuel than everyone else, so he could jump the whole lot of them in the pits. But then he means he's got to run soft tyres for 4 laps, which we've seen it done. We saw it being done between That's Life. He made him go that far. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. So That's Life and Sai seems to be a constant battle this whole race. switching between sort of little doubles of people, and then the whole group joined together. That just sort of backed off again now. Rossi, That's Life side, Dan, Paulie, Hoggy, Nando at the back of the pack, or the back of this pack, sorry. So That's Life getting the slip from Rossi. So Sai can't quite get enough pace to overtake That's Life because he's getting the slip from Rossi. Not quite there. Let's go down the field and see how we're getting on. So this group of sort of 7 cars, slightly spread out. Just see Kenny D and Browning are still just behind these. They look like they've not been battling with each other, which is the important thing to do. Let's see. So Hoggy's been on the soft. So that's the sort of tyre wear that you've got to deal with. You know, it's doable. It's fully doable. You know, if you're going to be in a slipstream and battling Hoggy, big tank slapper though. Unfortunately for Hoggy, just got an absolute massive tank slapper on. It's a really difficult corner. You're kind of braking whilst trying to change direction at the same time, and that's what's happened, unfortunately, there to Hoggy. Brian the mechanic, not having a happy final race. I think I'm not sure who's down for the relegation. I think Bry is possibly okay. I can double check if I can get 2 seconds, because obviously we have had a couple of people not race at all. So it depends on what happens and who comes back, but I think everyone in here should be perfectly safe. We had a couple obviously drop out earlier on in the season for their own commitments. Oh, as we go back up here, so let's see what's going on. So yeah, I'm expecting everyone in. So Dan could have maybe jumped them all here. He's going to pit and come out on the softs, which are going to be much better, but all of these boys are going to be on softs. They've all got 10% fuel. He could have gone in with sort of maybe 25% fuel and possibly jumped the whole lot of them. We'll see if that's maybe a moment missed there. But yeah, Gower's in, pitted. He's on his way out. Just checking again. So yeah, it's kind of Viking, Declan and Aspect we haven't seen at all this season. I think Declan, he'd done a couple of races, but again, we haven't really seen him. I know Viking, he started the season, and I can't remember if he moved house possibly, and you know, just couldn't go into it. So I think them 3 will be the lads possibly going down. And yeah, as it stands, the 3 up will probably be obviously Gower. He's going to be, if he wins this, and depending on where Dan finishes, but I think if Gower wins this race, he will be Pro-Am champion, Pro-Am 1 champion. Not by a massive amount, but yeah, I think he'll be champion. That would mean Dan will be in 2nd, Paulie will be 3rd, and they will be the 3 being promoted to the Pro 2 League. But we'll see. Everything could change here. You'd never know. You never know. So let's get back onto it anyway. Concentrate, Dean. So Rossi's come out in 3rd, soft. Sai, 4th, soft. That's Life is going to come out on the hards. He's going to be careful because Paulie's not far behind on the softs. Nando softs, Kenny softs, Brownie mediums. Hoggy now onto the hard tyres. We did see he was right in the mix, but he just got caught out, didn't he? Just on that difficult corner. Let's see if there's any guys. Here we are. That's Life, Paulie. Yeah. Any I think this first lap you can possibly see that's life drop right down. He's going to miss. He's going to really struggle. Really struggle to get the car switched in direction. Paulie all over the back of him like a bad rash. He's just trying to get past. He's got so much more grip. You see how much time it's lost a pair of them really, because Nando has caught right up out of them corners, out of that chicane. Rossi still in third, being chased down by Sai. This time Paulie should have it. Yeah, ducked into the inside, kept his inside line, and out he goes. You'll just see now Nando's also going to be straight onto the back of that's life. I do like that livery. Black and white, Newcastle brown out. It's a really good livery. Let's go up. Oh no, Rossi with half a second penalty. And to make matters worse, Sai's also used the slipstream to put himself there up into third position just before the penalty line as well. Hopefully it won't cost Rossi too much, half a second. Depends how they both get an exit out of here. So there's Rossi just serving his penalty. He's going to see the gap get massively bigger in front of him for Sai. Paulie's just behind him. You see down now into the pits. That's life. And Nando, as I said, Nando's going to have the extra grip, at least for this lap, maybe half of the next lap also. But he's going to have the extra grip. Just couldn't quite get past. That's life. Obviously, that's life's no mug. He's pretty decent driver. As I said, he's not going to be easy to get past him, whether you're on better tyres or not. You really got to think about it, and maybe put him into a position that you don't want to be. Not quite close enough here. Get a good run out of this chicane here. Coming to go. Oh, unlucky. So unlucky. Nando's waiting. Fair play to him. I think possibly that's life just slightly overshot the chicane. Had to slam the brakes on not to get a penalty, and Nando kind of had nowhere to go then. He just hit into the back of that's life as he bobbled over the curbs. Really unfortunate racing accident there. Unlucky lads. Still a couple of laps left. We haven't had any rain or anything like that, although it does look fairly sort of dark at the minute. So let's get back up where we were. So yeah, Sai in third. Dan's come out, as I said, on his soft tyres. You can see gower, he's close, but he's done well to come out there. I think he could have come out a lot further ahead as well. Obviously less fuel. He only needs 3 laps worth of fuel. That's going to save him a massive chunk. Lap newer tyres as well. This is Sai there in third. Common Sai as well. This would be a really good result for Sai. Again, he's done really well all season. A couple of good qualifying positions. He's raced really well. We've seen him battle. We've seen him overtake. He's done a really good job as well this season. So it'd be nice to see him pushing himself up there. I think it's Kalmar Kid who's possibly there in third position in the race. I think he actually might be fourth. You see Paulie going for a move on Rossi now. He has, yeah. Or not quite. Yes, he has. He's well done. Yeah, Paulie's made that move stick. So Rossi down into fifth now. Don't give up, Rossi. You can see Sai just in front. Just keep the slip on, Paul. You're on the soft tyres. No problems from anyone behind you. Kenny D there into 6th position, Brownie in 7th. You got That's Life and Nando again, round 2. Still going, although be it this time, That's Life's hard tyres should be a lot more responsive to the pressure put into them. Nando trying to take a shorter line, not quite enough speed. Still sat on the back of That's Life. No, still not quite, not quite close. Oh, he's gone to the inside. Oh, he thought about it. Big power slide from Nando, getting the power down. Is he going to make a move this time round? He's revving it out. He's gone to the outside, which should be the inside now. Oh, That's Life still holding on into the inside line. Let's get out of that view. Let's get in this one. Great little battle between these two. I said unfortunate accident in the first, in the last corner, should I say, for the lap previous. That's Life with a really good run through there. As I said, you can tell now them hard tyres are starting to warm up, give him a lot more grip. Yellow flags, yellow flags. Who's down? I think it's, by the look of it, it's Brownie. No, it's Kenny D. Kenny D, stay there, stay there. Oh, it's so close. Let's go back and see what's happened. So Kenny D was doing really well. First, but what happened there? That was so weird. It's like really weird. They just completely. He's on the soft tyres as well, and that car just completely let go. So weird to see that again. We've seen that a couple of times this season, where the Lambos just snap back on someone. Big old bite there from Paulie as well. Just as I say that about the Lambo snapping back, Paulie has a massive sideways. Don't know. I think a couple of the guys really like this. I don't know if anyone watches the Pro 1 League. They were also in the Lambo, and they had some issues as well. Considering this, they're the aliens of the of URL. I think it's just the Lambo. It's quick. It can be very, very quick, very, very stable, and then it completely changes into a different beast over the curbs. Again, as we've seen many times this season, and every time each race, it comes up with something like that. So let's see if we any closer. So no, so gower still there in first position. Bright, gleaming blue and yellow Michelin Lambo. Down there in second. I don't think he's catching. Cy in third. Come on, Cy. This will be a great result for you, Cy. Come on, mate. Paulie there in fourth. Rossi in fifth, right up his exhaust pipe. Maybe not quite close enough to pull out a move. Nearly there, but not quite enough. Again, now you see Brownie into sixth position, where Kenny D was. Brownie with a 1 second penalty is way off in front of these two, but That's Life still manages to stay in front of Nando. I think the tyre switch over is possible now, so That's Life. These tyres are going to be lovely and warm. You see he's on the soft tyres. He should still have a grip advantage, but the difference is a lot narrower than fresh softs and cold hards. Now he's worn them out a little bit. Can't back off Hoggy as well. Kenny D, sorry. He was doing really well. Really odd for the car to snap on him like that, as it did. He was there, sat in sixth place, nice and comfortable. No real issues. it's not a place I've really seen anyone lose it on that first part of the chicane. It just, yeah, really, really odd. As we go down here, Hoggy there in 10th. Brian Mechanic. Well done, Brian. Another race, mate. He's been very lonely at the back. Again, he does so well, and just not quite happened for him this season. Maybe next season in a different car. As I said, he's going to be in the Pro-Am 1 League next season. Maybe a different car that reacts a different better. We'll start seeing Rider Mechanic converting his excellent qualifying into positions and points. Let's go back up these three fairly close. Nando's still putting that's life under pressure. Kenny D now served his second penalty he had. He just dropped him off the back of these. Oh, big power slide there from the Rattler. I love it with a Christmas hat on as well. I've just noticed that. Very nice touch, Nando. I do like that. Let's make your Christmas wish, bud, and see if you can catch up and get past That's Life. So again, this is the odd chicane. So maybe it's where Kenny D flicks the car, but you shouldn't lose it like that. Not on soft tyres. But anyway, let's go back up. So That's Life. Brownie now in a world of his own. Rossi there in 5th. Paulie in 4th. Oh, another big twitch there from Paulie coming up over the hill. That back left is giving him some proper jip. Hopefully it doesn't give him a penalty for that, because he absolutely battered through that green barrier. But that has given Rossi the perfect opportunity now to pull up alongside him. Need to stay off of this, stay off of them outside tracks. I don't know if people know this, but them two inside lanes, obviously there and there, they're the normal racing line. You pull over past the white lines on either side and you actually start to slow down, because I don't know, it's something in the game is basically that's classed as like the over bit. Or side by side there with Paulie and Rossi. Rossi not quite able to make the move stick. Paulie give him a side by side on the way out. But yeah, so as I was saying, the outside of them two white lines is a lot bumpier. You can feel it on the wheel, so you do actually lose speed by going out that far, out that wide. Gower first, still Dan in second. This battle going on. I don't think Dan's catching. No, down with half a second penalty. Plenty of fuel for Gower, no issue. Dan's fine. Then we were back where we were. Sai, Paulie, Rossi, Brownie in 6th. Sail on his own, but he's got That's Life behind him. Nando's pushing extremely hard to try and keep up. That back left is almost gone. Got his half a second penalty. And he's got Kenny D. His back left's also not looking too tidy, but it is the last lap. These boys obviously been pushing to try and keep up That's Life on the hard tyres. Hoggy in 10th. Little one mistake I think I've seen from Hoggy was that corner. Other than that, he's had a really good race, to be fair to him. You see Kenny D also with half second penalty. Brian Mechanic, as we've seen. So let's go back up to this bit here. I think it was Rossi's had a moment, because he was right behind Paulie, but now it looks like Paulie's on the charge onto the side. Doesn't look like he's got much fuel left at all. We'll see how we get on. Oh, Dan with a big old twitch. But here we come down towards the final few corners of this season, our fast season in the new rules, and it is Gower who is going to be the Pro-Am 1 champion. Congratulations to him. Closely followed by Dan. Again, really good first season for him. Seeing him get into second position. Sai's out of fuel, I think. Is he going to... Oh, unlucky for Sai. Just missed the podium. He got half a second penalty at the end, which just cost him. We should put Paul into third. Rossi there. Great finish, Rossi. Well done, my man. Fifth position. Really good position there for Rossi. Good points for him. I think Brownie's also going to lose the spot. Yeah, he is. Unlucky for Brownie. That's life. Good comeback for That's Life into sixth. Nando there in eighth. Foggy in ninth. Kenny D coming home in 10th. Ryan the Mechanic. You can do that on the last race, mate. Well done. Ryan the Mechanic there in 11th position. Oh, it's kicked me out already. That was quick, wasn't it? Well, congratulations to Gower on, again, becoming the Pro-Am 1 champion. Thank you very much, all of you, for watching. I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on with comms or not. I've got some other things I need to do, but hopefully I will catch you again in the future. Right, take care, and Merry Christmas to you all.